Right now at noon, Vice President Mike Pence is preparing to speak at the state capitol about Wisconsin's school voucher program. We'll have live coverage. And the latest from Washington, D.C. as the president's defense team finishes up its opening arguments.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at noon.
Vice President Mike Pence is officially in Madison. He landed at the Dane County Regional Airport about an hour ago and has been making his way downtown. Pence is getting ready to speak at an event at the Capitol celebrating Wisconsin's school choice program. It's believed to be the first time a sitting vice president has appeared inside the 103-year-old Capitol building. Amy Reed is live.
We've heard a variety of performances from students who are hoping to share what the ability to go to private school has done for them. And in about 15 minutes, Vice President Mike Pence is set to take the stage back there to stump for school choice, which is often seen in policy as a private school voucher system. Those opposed to this, often Democrats, say this pulls money from public schools. A group of Democrats addressed this earlier. We'll bring you what they had to say this evening on News 3 Now. For now, we're focusing our attention on Vice President Mike Pence coming to Madison. He's the first sitting vice president to visit inside the Capitol. No sitting president has come inside the Capitol either. Now, this and President Donald Trump coming to Milwaukee just a few weeks ago shows us that they're really looking to get every vote that they can from Wisconsin. They're not just focusing on conservative areas, but we'll bring you what Vice President Mike Pence has to say tonight on News 3 Now.
And we'll check back later in this newscast. Amy Reed live at the state capitol. Thank you. A small crowd has gathered outside the Capitol building protesting the vice president's arrival. Amanda Quintana is there with that.
Yes, well, there were a few dozen protesters out here, but it seems as some cars have been coming up, it seems like they believe Mike Pence might be in some of those cars, so they've kind of spread out around the Capitol to see if they can see him, if they can yell some of their chants at him. But you see some of the signs here, as Amy just mentioned, a lot of people who don't agree with the voucher program say that that's taking away money from public schools. That's what a lot of the chants have been about here this morning. But they've also been bringing up a lot of other issues, LGBTQ rights, climate change. They think that Vice President Mike Pence has had something to do with holding that aid from Ukraine. They think that he was in the loop on all of that. So they're talking a lot about other issues as well. The main reason for this protest is they want to unwelcome Mike Pence to Madison and to Wisconsin. Still, people continue to arrive here. They've gathered here. They've been yelling chants, saying this is what democracy looks like. And we also have some people that are singing here. So there are a lot of people gathering for a bunch of different reasons why they believe that Mike Pence should not be here and he is not welcome here.
Live from outside the Capitol. Thank you, Amanda. Let's head to the Weather Center now. Meteorologist Hattie McLean is keeping a close eye on the traffic downtown as the vice president makes his way there. Hattie.
That's right, Mark. Just in the last couple of minutes, I've seen the traffic increase and lots of red show up on the maps right around the Capitol. Now you can see East Washington has shifted from red to yellow, but it was red about a mile away from the Capitol. So pretty slow traffic in and around the Capitol right now, most likely due to Vice President Pence's visit. Now let's take a live look outside. It is a cloudy day here in Madison. We're not looking for much sunshine today, unfortunately. Temperatures really haven't moved at all from where they were this morning. We're still in the mid to upper 20s in many locations. Look for highs to gradually climb into the low 30s this afternoon with cloudy skies and light north winds continuing. I'll have much more coming up in full weather.
All right, pretty nice for this time of year, that's for sure. Thank you, Hattie. We'll check back. On Capitol Hill today, the president's legal team wraps up its opening arguments today. They are trying to convince senators the president did nothing wrong. But according to the New York Times, former National Security Advisor John Bolton writes in his upcoming book that President Trump directly linked military aid to Ukraine to an investigation into the Bidens.
Nothing in the Bolton revelations, even if true, would rise to the level of an abuse of power or an impeachable offense.
Each individual is going to make their own decision, and they're not, I don't think they're all settled as a group or as individuals as to exactly how they're going to vote. But I'd like to hear from John Bolton.
After the president's team wraps up its case, the senators will get 16 hours to question both sides. The question and answer period is likely to begin tomorrow. Milwaukee County officials say the man killed in a crash involving a sheriff's squad car was a community advocate and Milwaukee Public Schools lobbyist. Last night, community members held a memorial for 47-year-old Caesar Stinson. He died in the collision Saturday morning. Friends and coworkers say he spent his life working with other community leaders to improve the lives of young people in the city. The deputy involved in the crash is on administrative leave while the crash is investigated. Madison police say officers have arrested a suspected drug dealer after a search warrant was served at his home last night. 23-year-old Lawrence Salas was arrested without incident inside his home on Calypso Road. That's just south of Warner Park. Law enforcement found drugs, a rifle and ammunition, cell phones, and cash. Investigators are hoping to begin recovering evidence from Sunday's helicopter crash that killed Kobe Bryant and his daughter to help them figure out what went wrong. That includes going through the pilot's history, the maintenance records, and trying to rule out any kind of mechanical issues. Chris Van Cleve reports from Calabasas, California.
And I was sitting in traffic, and I wound up missing like a school play because I was sitting in traffic.
In 2018, Kobe Bryant talked about why he started flying in helicopters.
I had to figure out a way where I could still train and focus on the craft, but still not compromise family time. And so that's when I looked into helicopters and be able to get down and back in 15 minutes.
Bryant, his daughter Gigi, and 7 others were on their way to Kobe's Mamba Sports Academy. The pilot, Ara Zabayan, who was experienced with more than 8,200 flight hours, began flying under normal visual flight rules, or VFR, which typically requires about 3 miles of visibility. About 14 minutes into the flight, Zabayan asked air traffic control for special VFR, allowing him to fly in worsening weather with less visibility.
It is not unusual in Los Angeles to have less than 3 miles visibility.
Aviation consultant William Lawrence is a retired Marine Corps colonel and flew helicopters in the L.A. area for years.
And if you didn't have special VFR, you pretty much wouldn't be able to fly.
NTSB board member Jennifer Hamady says in the flight's final moments, the pilot told air traffic control he was going to try to get above the worsening weather. The chopper then climbed into the clouds, turned, and entered a steep dive.
My understanding is that the company operates under VFR.
And the fact that at least at the end it looks like the pilot would have left VFR to get above the clouds then is an interesting question to have answered.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that.
But it's too early to know why the helicopter crashed and why so many lives were cut short.
It still could be a mechanical failure. It could be the pilot got disoriented. It could be that the fog played a part in it.
Both the LAPD and LA County Sheriff's Department had grounded their helicopters Sunday because of the weather. LA News helicopters weren't flying because of the weather either. Now, the NTSB expects as it starts to collect evidence up there on the crash site behind us, they're going to have to bring in a helicopter to airlift some of it out of the rugged terrain. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Calabasas, California.
And over the past 2 decades, the rate of helicopter crashes has decreased, although there are still around 20 deadly accidents in the U.S. each year since 2013. Harley-Davidson stock tanked today, dropping 3% in early trading as motorcycle sales continue to slide. The company's stock is down more than 10% so far this year. The problem? Americans aren't riding Harley's trademark hogs nearly as much as they once did. While sales increased slightly overseas, demand for the company's bikes continues to fall in the U.S. Officials say at least 6 former Shopko locations across Iowa will reopen as Hy-Vee Dollar Fresh stores. Wisconsin-based Shopko filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy a year ago, citing excess debt. 2 months later, it announced it would liquidate remaining stores. The Dollar Fresh stores are designed for smaller communities. Hy-Vee plans to open the stores by late summer. And the Democratic National Convention is less than 6 months away, and with hotels in Milwaukee now almost to capacity, many are turning to Airbnb for a place to stay. The DNC is expected to bring in 50,000 people. According to Hotels.com, 89% of rooms in Milwaukee are booked from July 13th through the 16th.
Economic impact for the entire convention right now is still estimated to be at about $200 million, and that encompasses all of the hospitality industry mainly.
32% of Airbnbs are already booked, totaling more than 1,000 guests. During the week of the DNC, the average nightly price for an Airbnb is more than $1,100, but there are much cheaper options still available. Well, next at noon, we are waiting to hear from Vice President Mike Pence. We'll have coverage of his speech on school choice coming up.
Life happens fireside. Winter nights, family holidays, romantic evenings. When the ones you love most gather around the fire, life's warmest memories are made. And right now during the winter sale, it's the perfect time to escape the cold and create your own oasis indoors with instant savings up to $800 at Fireside Hearth and Home.
America isn't just sick of Donald Trump. America's getting sicker. There are 1 million more uninsured Americans every year under Trump, and he's repeatedly tried to repeal Obamacare. Mike Bloomberg will make sure everyone without health coverage can get it, and everyone who likes theirs, keep it, while capping fees to lower costs. As mayor, he helped expand coverage to 700,000 more people and champion women's reproductive health. As president, he'll give access to everyone.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Cancer is still a leading killer in America. It sucks, I know, because I've had it. So please join me in support of our superstar doctors and researchers at our very own UW Carbone Cancer Center. Call or go online to carbonecures.org and make your gift today. Local expertise, global impact. Help eradicate cancer now.
The biggest and best RV event in the Midwest is back. The News 3 Now. Madison Camper and RV Show and Sale. See over a mile's worth of RVs, camping equipment, and campgrounds under one roof. Tickets are just $10, and kids are free. Seniors, you're welcome at half price on Friday. Meet Gridiron Great Gilbert Brown Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Find out more and get your VIP ticket at MadisonRVShow.com. See you at the Alliant Energy Center, January 31st, February 1st, and 2nd.
Every once in a while, something comes along so masterful, it leaves you in awe. So inspiring, it changes your life. So beautiful, you wish it would never end. When that happens, it's something not to be missed. Shen Yun. Returning to Overture Center for the Arts, February 4th and 5th. Tickets at shenyun.com/WI.
Good morning from the News 3 Now, or just a good afternoon. I'm used to working the mornings from the News 3 Now Weather Center. We've been talking about relatively mild temperatures over the last couple of days. You may remember that last year at this time, we were in the middle of a polar Arctic break with temperatures well below zero. But so far this winter, we haven't even dropped below zero officially here in Madison. Our coldest temperature this winter so far, 0, back on the 19th. Now, typically, we'll drop below zero about 15 days in an average winter here in Madison. So I guess with about half the winter to go, we'll see what happens as we go into the month of February. Let's take a look at the February outlooks. Again, this goes the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook going all the way to February 10th. So about the first third of the month. It is indicating that colder than normal temperatures are expected to return to the Great Lakes region and much of the western United States. Those warmer than normal temperatures confined to the south and east. Well, what is normal for the month of February? As we start to get more daylight, those temperatures are climbing. Normal by the end of the month is 36 degrees. That's the high. Normal lows by the end of the month, 20. Coldest ever February temperature, though, I want to draw attention to that, 29 degrees below zero back in 1996. So we still have plenty of time to get those very cold temperatures. It's also one of our snowier months with over 10 inches of snow. Now, not a lot of snow in our forecast today. Take a look at what's happening. A lot of precipitation to the south and east responsible from or due to that area of low pressure. But with high pressure here, that's really acting as a block for us. So all of this precipitation will rotate around the state. And this area of low pressure is going to track right across the central part of the United States, taking the precipitation well to the south of Wisconsin. So unfortunately, we have clouds that are just stuck in the atmosphere. They're not going to go anywhere. Outside of a few flurries here and there, we really don't have any precipitation in our forecast either. Take a look at the temperatures across the upper Midwest. There is some cold air on the map in northern Minnesota. Minneapolis is 19, International Falls is 16. We're a little bit milder here with temperatures in the mid to upper 20s. Not a bad day, despite the lack of sunshine today. We have light northwesterly winds. Your future track forecast model says Get used to those clouds. They're going to stick around. Temperatures will climb into the low 30s, but not much higher than that. As we go into the overnight hours with mostly cloudy skies, maybe a few on and off flurries or a little bit of freezing drizzle. Temperatures, though, will start around 20 tomorrow morning. Here's a look at that extended forecast. Mark, there's not a lot of sun there, but ironically enough, the first chance for sun is on Groundhog Day, so you may see a shadow.
So Jimmy sees a shadow.
6 more weeks of winter.
All right, Hattie, thank you. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Travis Ganser. Looking to update your bath, shower, or your entire bathroom? Ganser is the answer with Bath Creations by Ganser Company.
Schedule your free in-home consultation or visit our beautiful showroom on the Beltline.
A local family-owned business of 4 generations.
High energy bills and cold, drafty rooms are no way to go through winter. It's time for a visit from Dr. Energy Saver by Larson Home Services. An in-depth home evaluation will show you where you are using, losing, and wasting energy, and will provide effective, long-lasting solutions. And now's the time to call. Take 50% off installation labor, get a free heat map analysis of your home, and a $100 Visa gift card when you sign up for a Dr. Energy Saver package. Call now, because this doctor makes house calls.
Save big money on all of your projects at Menards. Transform any room with window treatments from Window Images. 23 by 48 1-inch room darkening aluminum cordless blinds are $13.99. Plus, they can be trimmed to width for free. All in stock. Lithonia lighting, recessed housings, and trims are on sale. Get this 6-inch new construction recessed housing for just $4.99 each after rebate. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's the biggest and the best. The News 3 Now Madison Camper and RV Show and Sale. January 31st, February 1st, and 2nd at the Alliant Energy Center.
Hello, I'm Gary Canolti, inviting News 3 Now viewers to join me on a fabulous New England and St. Lawrence Seaway cruise July 9th to the 19th. Spend 2 nights in Boston and tour the Tea Party Museum before setting sail on a 7-night Holland America cruise. We'll explore Bar Harbor, Halifax, Sydney, Charlottetown, and Quebec City before visiting historic Montreal. Our vacation includes all airfare, many meals, and more. For your free brochure, call Holiday Vacations at 1-800-826-2266.
Hi, I'm Travis Ganser. Looking to update your bath, shower, or your entire bathroom? Ganser is the answer with Bath Creations by Ganser Company.
Schedule your free in-home consultation or visit our beautiful showroom on the Beltline.
A local family-owned business of 4 generations.
This is a live shot now of the state capitol where Congressman Brian Stile is speaking, ready to introduce Vice President Mike Pence. He's celebrating Wisconsin's school choice program. Let's listen in briefly.
Sending your child to a quality school should not only be an opportunity for some families. School choice is about giving all families the opportunity to choose the school that's best for their child. Today, we celebrate opportunity. The opportunity for children to receive an excellent education. The opportunity for students to thrive. The opportunity for parents to decide what is best for their child. I attended parochial school from kindergarten to 4th grade. I attended public school from 5th grade until I graduated from Janesville Craig High School. My parents had the opportunity to choose the school that was best. I want every parent to have the opportunity to choose what's best for their child. Starting under Governor Tommy Thompson,
So we'll have complete coverage of the Vice President's speech tonight on News 3 Now. And if you'd like to continue watching, head to our website, channel3000.com. We are live streaming the entire address. It's also a busy afternoon in Washington, D.C., where President Trump's legal team is finishing up its opening arguments in the Senate impeachment trial. We now join CBS News special coverage from Washington.